Hello and welcome everyone again into another video. In today's video we have some battles about a new Pokemon I have never featured on this channel, and the Pokemon is not Meloetta or Zacian, it's actually Zamazenta. Last time it was on the raid, someone asked, like, Zamazenta, what? I'm like, no, it's a trash. It's one of the worst legendaries in the game. This season, Ice Fang get a buff, and Zamazenta has access to Ice Fang, so it has the chance of dealing a super effective damage to the Flyers and the Dragons. It has Crunch and Close Combat as the stab move. lylejeffsiiilive, the Mr. Famous and Inspirational, sent me some battles using this Pokemon. And before we go, I would like to make a quick shout out into lylejeffsiiilive. If you guys don't know who's lylejeffsiiilive, I don't know where you've been living, but like, the guy is probably the most cracked player of all time. Like, look. He won a regional here. He won a regional here. And he won a regional here. He came in second in this regional. He hit 3,500. Like, look, I have to show more for his achievements. Look how many. Top 16, top 8, top 5, top 10. Yeah, the guy is... What is this? I've never seen this achievement. 3 top 8 finalists in the... Dude, he's just too good. What is this? Qualified. Oh, this is the award... Pokemon Go awards... whatchamacallit, qualifier. So the battles are played by one of the best players in the world, so make sure to watch and pay attention, because you're about to watch one of the most cracked players of all time using Zamazenta, a recently buffed Pokemon. Okay, we are trying to he has so many tags, and he has a lucky... How do people get lucky hundos? I don't have any lucky hundo. First battle, we get hard countered with a Dialga in the lead. Meloetta is known for being one of the best neutral Pokemons. Meloetta and probably Yveltal are like the best two neutral Pokemons, except that Meloetta is spammier, and there is a better case for that. So, Dialga into Meloetta is a horrible lead, so we go to Zacian, and you can see that lylejeffsiiilive doesn't shield the Iron hit, because here he's trying to leave this matchup with a shield advantage, because the reason is, like, you don't win this matchup, okay? Sorry, you want to leave this matchup with a shield advantage, so your Pokemon's in the back, and look at that, he's still not shielding. He's like, no, I don't want to shield this, so play like lylejeffsiiilive, okay? So that KO'd, and now they swapped in a ground Pokemon, and that's where we use our Zamazenta, because it has Ice Fang. The problem is they have a Mewtwo, the hardest counter to Zamazenta. But we are up a shield. So can Zamazenta up a shield punish two Pokemons that are insanely strong? One of them is hard counter, which is the Mewtwo. And look how much, like, the Ice Fang has already done damage to the Mewtwo, like, without even doing the Crunch. The Crunch should be able to take him out, and now it's going to be a race to getting to the charge move first, and we get to the close combat. It doesn't KO, but now they are in a farmable range for the Meloetta. If this is Fire Punch, it does KO, so this might be a close one. No, they feint with the move, and actually, he actually played that matchup insanely well. So, Dialga lead, again, we switch out. And opponent to bring in Snarl Zacian. Lives was trying to overfarm, hoping that opponent is going to throw anytime soon, but opponent didn't throw. So we're just going to double close combat. And again, as you can see, he got his shield advantage. He's not going to shield. So you guys, play like lylejeffsiiilive. So now what's he going to do? Probably just farm all the way down. And you can see, if the move is not lethal, you don't shield it, okay? And he was able to farm all the way down, and now they bring in the Dialga. Did we just deny the Dialga? That's kind of funny. And honestly, like Zamazenta was able to put out lots of work into its own counters. Like you saw what it did to Zacian, and last game how it beat a Mewtwo and a Groudon, and put the Groudon at 1 HP. Okay, they have a Ho-Oh, and that Ho-Oh is not fully maxed out for some reason. Maybe they chose the wrong one, or maybe they are just still working on it. And now we landed the move, so there is no reason to stay in. All we need to do is just to swap out and farm them all the way down. We don't even need to throw. lylejeffsiiilive is chilling now with his Meloetta. Salamence in the lead. It depends on their fast move. They had the Dragon Tail. I was like, maybe they just run Fire Fang, and it will be like slightly easier. lylejeffsiiilive is going to bait here with Psyshock, and then swapping out. Why did he go Zacian and not Zamazenta? Because Zamazenta is the hard counter here, because remember, it has Ice Fang. They swapped out. This matchup, if you have Snarl, you win the 0 as long as you get to throw both moves. and that does KOs. We have to go for the other move. I think lylejef threw this because he knows that he doesn't want to shield, basically. So that was like the main reason. So as you can see, he's not going to shield because now he knows that the only way he can win this game is literally by double shielding his Zamazenta. And now Zamazenta is down a shield, but it's up so much energy. We know that the Salamence has fly. It's a newly added charge move, and they have a KO. I don't think we're winning this. The opponent's team was just extremely difficult to beat. Muto into Reshiram. Now he switched his Meloetta into Reshiram because he has a challenge where, like, if you subscribe to his channel, you can decide to remove one Pokemon from the team and make his life much harder. Sorry. As you can see, he's not using Meloetta, and now he has to use something else and something that's not banned, which is the Reshiram. Reshiram is actually cooking now because we get a shield and we got 2 shields down. So what's the play now? The play actually just Wild Charge. He don't care about timing because this Wild Charge is going to knock the Kyogre out, and we can just swap out. They have a Groudon again, and that Groudon I think is like the 98 level 40. So what's the play here? I mean, we're just going to 2 shield. We don't care if it's Fire Punch or not. We're just going to double shield because we have to save some health. Zamazenta again taking out a Muto and another Groudon. We don't have a shield here, but I think we should have enough health to... Oh my. Yo, we survived. lylejef freaked out and tapped the wrong move. I don't think he expected to live. To be honest, not that many Pokemon survive Surprise Blade. So next game we have Tabu Blulo into Reshiram. I think Reshiram wins the 0 and the 1 because you get to 2 moves before they get to 2 moves, before they get to 3 moves. They swap into a Ho-Oh. This is actually not a bad matchup to be in, even though we're debuffed. They decide to no shield and then they are cooked. So what do? He's not going to shield because he's bold and inspirational, right? And now let's see what they do. I don't think they will bring in Tabu Blulo, but maybe if they have Palkia, they bring in Tabu Blulo. Opponents still haven't realized that we are running Ice Fang, and this Zamazenta is cooking the fairies. Yes, it is a Palkia. So what do we do now? We're just going to go for a casual crunch here. And the crunch is getting shielded. We did not get a debuff. That's kind of sad. And now at this point, we can just go straight for the close combat. Close combat does much more. And I think it's kind of like, yes, we need to close combat, but we also hope that they don't farm us down. They did farm us down. Zacian lives 2 moves comfortably, but you have to throw before the 3rd. Or... what's the play here? I think this is actually the play. You wait until they go for the catch, and then you overfarm, and then you throw your charge move, and that does take them out. They are in Wild Charge range, and this Wild Charge will take out the Palkia, and that was an extremely well played by Mr. lylejef. Again, he's showing like a different level of Master League. You don't play for alignment, you play for shield advantage, and that's how you play Master League. I know some people like me sometimes to shield the lead, but lylejef like, no. The best way to play Master League is legit shield advantage and having a closer that does a sweep like Zacian, like Zamazenta. Even his Reshiram is swept. You saw like his Reshiram get a shield and then took out almost the Ho-Oh. So that was actually insane. Now moving into the next battle. And let's see, lylejef is winning, and it's Yveltal. This is I think in this matchup, Reshiram should win the 0. And okay, we went straight for the fusion flare. I think we get to 2 moves before they get to 2 moves before us, but we get to the move almost at the same time, because it's 8-7 for them, right? And it's 7.5 for us. I think so. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. So the Wild Charge took them out, and you can see again that lylejef is playing for shield advantage, and he got the shield advantage, and now he's threatening with another shield. What's the opponent gonna do? No shield, and now our Reshiram can actually farm down the turkey all the way down. Like, we don't even need to throw. They bring in a Kyogre. So what's the play? Kyogre is a bit annoying, and I agree with lylejef. Like, you can't, if you commit to the Draco, they will simply shield it. So we kind of have to settle for like a just a double fusion of flare. Because if you actually go for the Draco, they simply shield and then you lose the game. So sometimes you have to throw the resisted move, just like Mr. Inspirational did right there. We don't need to shield. I don't think if we even have. Yeah, we do have a shield. They bring in the. Oh, we do too. Phenomenal timing. Okay, phenomenal timing. We could have done 4 though, but it's just like, you know, just gonna make the game last longer. Mr. lylejeffsiiilive is always cooking. Rhyperior is probably the worst lead for this Pokemon, and Lion is one of the best best counters to Zacian. But I wait. Since we're a quick attack, I think this is a Metagross situation with like. 2 wild charges do not kill. What? Opponent is 2 shielding. What's the play here? I mean, they are forced to throw. This is going to be a Dark Pulse. I think Dark Pulse does KO because we've debuffed 4 times. And now, do we shield the outrage, the potential outrage? No. It's like lylejeffsiiilive's like, no, they don't have it. They swap in Rhyperior. And now we have a chance. lylejeffsiiilive is counting. He's like, no, this is a breaking swipe. And it was a breaking swipe indeed. This is another breaking swipe. Do we shield it though? We have to shield it. Now I think we do 2, 3, 4, and then we throw. This close combat is going to knock out the Rhyperior out. Dude, Zamazenta is crazy good into Rhyperior. And now they bring in Yveltal. And you can see that like Zamazenta is actually doing some great work, like outputting so much damage. You don't expect a fighter to beat the Flyers. You don't expect a fighter to beat the Fairies. But Zamazenta is actually doing that with the buffed Ice Fang. Oh, look at that. He's going for the crunch. Oh, it's Lion. Sorry, I forget about that. I was like, isn't that Yveltal? I'm like, no, it's actually Lion. We're shielding because we have to, and now we're just going for the close combat BM. He's like, nah, let's BM them. So guys, by the way, make sure to give lylejeffsiiilive a follow and tell him that you came from the Yasser YouTube channel. Next game, Rashi into Rhyperior again. So what do? We go Zacian and we commit to the player off. We have to shield because if they nuke, we're cooked. I mean, okay, I was like, we did not get debuffed, but we actually get debuffed. This is probably the worst case scenario where like they lead Rhyperior and they get a debuff and we shield the bait. He had to no shield that, and now I don't think there is a way we win this game at this point, to be honest. I don't think there is a way to win this game. Remember that Zamazenta resist Rock Record, so they are supposed to throw breaking swipes here. I don't know what lylejeffsiiilive is doing, but I'm sure it's actually the correct play. That's how much I trust him, guys. Because we know he's too good. So the crunch here should take out the Rhyperior, and now they should still have 2 full HP Pokemons. They have a Yveltal, and they swapped too. So what's the play here? Can we farm all the way down? I think that's too much to ask for, to be honest, but we have to commit for that. That's our only play. We do get the farm down. And now Reshiram is almost at 2 Fusion Flares. If we get a second Fusion Flare, I think we win. By we, I mean he wins. I don't win. I would lose this game, trust me. We landed the Fusion Flare. We swapped. We throw the close combat. And Mr. lylejeffsiiilive has won this game. Dude, that was an insane game. That was probably the hardest game I've seen him winning today. Wow. That was an extremely well played. Next game is Gyarados. Gyarados, by the way, is actually a decent code breaker in the Master League. I don't know why the opponent has an under-leveled Kyogre, but actually it still does almost the same work. It's just get tankier, I think. But Gyarados, if it's Shadow, it's even better because it's one of the best counters to Dragons and Rhyperior. And Dragon and Rhyperior and Ho-Oh are like, those are probably like 90% of the meta, right? So it's not a bad Pokemon. We were able to win the 0-1, I think, because they are under-leveled. So they bring in the Gyarados, and now we should be in a favorable situation because usually if both are neutral, the legendary Pokemon wins. So this is where having Fusion Flare is actually insane. With like, Fusion Flare does so much damage that you can Dragon Breath all the way down after. But the question is lylejeffsiiilive interested in investing a shield? The answer was no. He doesn't want a shield. He wants to finish this game with Zamazenta. So you guys can like this content, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and go and give him a follow, because I will be leaving his stream in the description below. He got the crunch debuff. Opponent left the game. I don't blame them, to be honest. So Rashi into Dialga. Reshiram wins the 0, but we don't want to use the Reshiram into this because we are supposed to, we technically have 2 better answers. So, wait, did we do 2 then throw there? I'm not sure what was the timing there. And now we can just farm all the way down. No. No. We have to go for the fusion flare, and then we have to hope, I think, that they just don't shield. Okay. Okay, never mind. We swapped. They swapped too. So what's the play now? The play is you just keep farming until you have 2 close combats. You throw one. If they shield, you piggyback. If they don't shield, you farm up more. Or we go for the crunch. Oh, this is actually the correct play. Dude, never doubt Mr. Jeff. So what's the play now? We farm, and then just double close combat. Zamazenta, again, taking out more than one Pokemon. Dude, Zamazenta has been taking out like 2 Pokemons in most of these games. It's actually cooking. I don't know if it's cooking or Jeff is cooking, though. Next game, Rashi into Yveltal. So we saw this matchup. This is similar to Dialga because both Pokemons have the same stats, except that Dialga has a more expensive move. And he landed the move and is like, at this point, there is no reason to stay in. And we know that this is Oblivious Wing, but it doesn't matter because we should live it easily. They bring in their own Zacian. So what's the play now? The play is we just throw water charge moves. I think we just settle down for like a wild charge, but this is their own wild charge or the play off. So at this point, what do? We have to go Zamazenta because Dragon Breath is just hella resisted, right? And we are going to shield the potential play off or the wild charge. It was a wild charge. And they swapped into a Rhyperior. This is where Zamazenta cooks Rhyperior. Okay, you're no longer a scary Pokemon. Close combat number 1 shielded. Instantly throw the next one because this is supposed to take them out. And that was actually a great situation for us because we grabbed the shield and we took them out. They bring in the Yveltal. So here's the thing. Ideally, you want to swap out, but Jeff is putting pressure on them to throw their energy. And then they threw their energy and then he won the game. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you so much, Mr. Jeff, for sending us these amazing battles. And if you guys like this content, make sure to leave a like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Go click on the Jeff link and give him a follow. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, night, or whatever you're having. This is the end of the video. See you on the next one. Peace.